What's up, everybody? Brian, once again with you with Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I put out some sun, moon, rising horoscopes for your personal signs for the week, mainly dealing with the Mercury retrograde because that is the real heavy energy that's coming in this week. So a lot of it had to do with that. So if you want to know how this Mercury retrograde is going to be affecting your sun, moon, or rising, please go check that out. And if you're new to the channel, please do subscribe, like, share some of those videos if you think they would apply to some family members or friends. Please get it out there. I hope you enjoy them, and I hope you enjoy this. It is Monday, June 15th, 2020. Yeah. We've got our sun here at 25 degrees. We are coming into the final days of Gemini season as we move into Cancer. We're getting even closer, right? 6 days away from our solar eclipse. That's going to be some big changes coming our way. And this is like the warm-up for that. As we get this quincunx to all the Capricorn stuff and Pluto&Jupiter in retrograde. And it's exact on Jupiter. Yesterday it was exact on Pluto. And now it's really in the midpoint this morning, right? If you think about it, 25-4. And then 25-4 would be like right in between, like the dead midpoint. Like this is some heavy energy today. Really getting both the Pluto and Jupiter as much as it can get. So, man, the quincunx here is like, this is big change that has to be taken action on in the world. Like the world's going through this big structural change, and now it's like it's really time for things to be taken action on, because these quincunxes aren't something we can usually just think our way out of. Like they're usually like something is pulling us in a direction. That's why they're part of the yod, the finger of God. It's like a puppet strings. Like we're being pulled to go do something, and it's often very uncomfortable. It's that weird 150-degree angle, and it never feels really like harmonious and smooth, but it's necessary. So I don't know. I mean, Trump just had his birthday. I think his birthday might be today. It's great. Anyways, he's having his nodal return today. He was born with North Node Gemini, so his nodes were returning. He was born under the last solar eclipse that we had a week and a half ago. So, I mean, for whatever your opinion is on Trump, I mean, that's your opinion. I just know that he's going through some shit right now. I'm just going to be honest with you. So, man, maybe we hear some crazy news with Donald Trump today. Those nodal returns are big, heavy energy, and he's going through a lot right now. And it's not like he's like a young man. Like the guy's like 75 years old or something. Like, damn, it's an old president. Anyways, I'd keep an eye on Trump today. Keep an eye on some of the things that go on in the world, because there's gonna be like this force that's just gonna change something big, and it's gonna be like whoa, and we're all gonna have to kind of take maybe an action in our day-to-day life for that. We do have Uranus here at 9 degrees, which is making the semi-square to the sun also. So it's like, man, we want to take that stairway to heaven, but there's this big change coming, and we don't know if we want to take it. Well, they call it that song, and I call this like the stairway to heaven, right? Well, it's not the escalator to heaven. It's not the elevator to heaven. Like often you have to walk up the steps, and there's a lot of them. That's why it takes a long way, and that's the path. That's the journey of the human. Like we just are always trying to ascend and move higher in our life and do more with our life as we get older and older. And well, sometimes it those steps get hard. We got to take a break and figure out, well, what is that next thing that's going to get me to a higher place in life? And we figure it out. We're pretty smart as humans. Our moon at 22 degrees today is going to be coming up. It's in Aries, so it's really like our emotional drive. What's really getting us to go do things, and what's getting our body out of bed. And we got to go figure some stuff out today. And we're closing off this lunar cycle here, coming into that solar eclipse, and we got this sextile. So I think really it's like it's a day where we're ready emotionally, and we're ready physically to go out there and take action. Even though it's going to feel weird, I think we got this. There's going to be a lot of things that happen. Well, and that's just how it goes. And what's crazy is we get that sextile to our sun. So I think our spirit, like, we're ready. It's gonna feel natural on a deep soul level, but on a physical level here with this Capricorn, this square to Capricorn, whoo, change, man. I feel like this is one of those days when you get the moon squaring all this stuff with a quincunx to the sun. This is when, like, big things happen. Like, this is when people really have to take a step back and, like, am I being guided in the right direction? We got to remember the sun is still making a little bit of that square to Mars and a little bit to Neptune here. They're still in conjunction orb. So, like, there's still, like, this deception, and, like, it's just not, things aren't figured out, but we're so close to having them figured out, where all that energy came in, and, like, more truths coming out than ever, more change, and we're figuring things out more and more. So it's definitely one of those days with the moon squaring all this, with the sun quincunxing Pluto and Jupiter in Capricorn, and then we got to remember that this stuff, Mars is coming into a sextile over here too. So yeah, it's about taking action on those hard things in life. It's about taking action and, like, really starting that new thing that's gonna, we can't be just on the old stuff anymore. Like, it's change. Change is coming. So it's about doing the new things that feel good to you. And the world's going through some crazy changes, and it's gonna take action on them because it's gonna feel right. So pretty crazy aspects today when I'm looking at the chart right now. I mean, it's just kind of coming through that, like, this is one of those days where, like, it really kicks the week off and gets things pretty juicy. So we'll see what happens. We do have Mercury retrograde on Wednesday. Mercury is very stationary, direct, only going to go a few more minutes into Cancer. So as Hermes retraces back to 5 degrees Cancer, yeah, it's we're going to be rethinking. We got a lot to process here, and it's kind of good that we have a Mercury retrograde so that we can process our feelings and thoughts all in one as we come into Cancer, where a lot of feelings and a lot of home life stuff, and a lot of family stuff come up there. So I think this is just one of those days where you really get that, like, push to go take action for your truths, right? And because we're still in Gemini and it's North Node's still there, so it's really still about finding that truth and going out and getting it. And sometimes breaking down the walls of the old structure are just going to feel a little weird, but I would definitely expect some interesting news to come out today. If not, just a prediction, but that's what the chart looks like. It's kind of a crazy Monday. I would say the energy's pretty high, and I wish you guys the best. I hope whatever change you're making in your life is just for your, like, best good, because, well, that's how it is right now. You're either changing your life for the better and you're listening to spirit and you're going on this direction that's new, and some people might call it crazy, but if it's where you're meant to go, it's where you're meant to go. Like, your destiny is your destiny, and maybe you don't fully know it yet, but someone else, your spirit guides, Spirit God knows where you're supposed to go, and he's trying to pull you there, and you might feel like a puppet on a string to make that big change today. Anyways, let's see what the card is today. I love you guys. There's it's heavy energy, but nothing you guys can't get through. I know most of the people who watch this channel so far they're on it. Like, you guys are very, very smart, very strong individuals. The High Priestess reversed. Well, as a collective, I think we got to see through the veil today. We got to realize that there's change coming, and that there's been there's a lot of things that maybe we didn't see, and the High Priestess sees everything. She sees it all. She's got the Book of the Akashic Record. She's got her lion, her cheetah, her spirit guide there. She's strong, and she knows exactly she knows it all. Well, reversed, we don't quite know it all. We're just humans. We don't see everything like she does. Some people might. But as a collective, I think we're just going to start. There's going to be something on the veil is going to open today, and we're going to see things clearly. And I'll leave you guys with that since my son wants in the room now. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great Friday. It's Monday. Have a great Monday. And I will see you tomorrow on Tuesday. Have a great day. Bye.